Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Sonic Mania playthrough. I finally have a voice recorder set up, so now you can hear my lovely voice over this gameplay footage. Slight downside is that the audio mixing is a little off, but that shouldn't be too big of an issue. On another note, I love this stage. Press Garden is probably one of my favorite classic Sonic stages, period. Not only because it's able to mix a good amount of platforming with a good amount of speed, but also the exploration side of things. This is fantastic. One thing that could be brought to others' attention is Sonic CD. Okay. Um, get ready to send all of your hate mail at me. I'm always open to it, but Sonic CD is probably my least favorite classic Sonic game. Hear me out. Sonic CD, I would say, has some good points. It has a bigger focus on more exploratory level design, a lot more expansive. I like that approach. Sonic levels should be a bit more expansive, not linear. Okay. But I see, in my opinion, Sonic CD is probably, like, it's the game in the classic series that has the most missed potential. Lost potential. Another word. See, when it comes to Sonic CD, for me anyway, its level design is kind of poor. When it comes to almost every level, it seems as if they're almost too open in a sense. What I mean is that it seems like the levels are a little too vertical, I guess you could call it, which vertical level design isn't a bad thing. I'd just say that vertical level design is not handled well in CD for the most part. The only levels in the game that I think pull off its level design philosophy wonderfully are the first stage, Palm Tree Panic, and Quartz Quadrant. Those stages are how you make a Sonic CD level, a Sonic level based off of exploration. That is how you do it. And this wonderful game is also how you do it, but in terms of Sonic CD and what that game got wrong that this game got right, is a little concept I like to call linear exploration. Now, linear exploration is basically a concept where a stage to represent this, let's take Emerald Coast from Sonic Adventure 1. That stage is very linear. You only have one path to the goal. Okay? But there are still many of opportunities for you to explore that small space you're presented. And with that space, with you to explore more of it, gives you the illusion that the levels are more open than they actually aren't. And I think that's where the core of the Sonic series is. The stages themselves aren't open per se, but they are explorative to a degree. What I mean is, basically, you're exploring, quote-unquote, the level, and that level itself is linear. The exploration element you get would be going through a level and going off the beaten path and finding something like ring monitors or a shield or some other hidden goodie or secret. This is what I think the core of the Sonic series is. An even mix of platforming and exploration. Quote unquote. See, that exploration is not exactly exploration as I've stated. When I say exploration, I mean my term linear exploration. So the key terms that I think make up a Sonic level are an even mix of flowing, speed-based platforming, and linear exploration. This is something I think CD lacked. I think it lacked. It didn't have an even mix of speed, platforming, and linear exploration. It seemed to lean too heavily on the explorative side, and the level design being vertical didn't really lend itself too well to the flowing nature of the Sonic series and its levels. Two examples of how I think this wasn't handled well were Wacky Workbench and Stardust Speedway. Stardust Speedway I'll get more to in the next part since it's a level after this beautiful, amazing level, which, oh my god, this is the clearest example of an orgasmic soundtrack. T-Lopes, you're an incredible man. Sega should hire you for almost every Sonic game. Swear, this is like it's like if music took a godly form. But back to the topic at hand. Sonic CD's level design, specifically in Wacky Workbench, as my example is given, it's too vertical. It's too explorative. I have to make too many leaps of faith in that. Leaps of faith. Too many of them. Too many leaps of faith. Because the electric floor at the bottom of the screen is very, well, not displayed. And the whole problem with that is that I'm trying to go through a level at a brisk pace, but that's just not happening. I need to make sure that I'm not bouncing to the top of the level and then have to go all the way down, wasting time and feeling like the entire level is a drag. If you played the level, you know what I'm talking about. And again, I'll get more into the Sonic CD level design topic later on in the next level, because that's where the Sonic CD parallels really form themselves, considering the next level is a level recreated from Sonic CD. But I think Sonic Mania has the perfect mixture of speed, flowing platforming, and linear exploration. On other news, getting back to this level since I don't have a lot of time left, love Press Garden. Absolutely love it. It's a very unique concept for a level that only Christian Whitehead and his team could come up with something like this. And if it was Sega, we'd be in Green Hill for like the 5th time this game. Well, that's embarrassing. Yeah, I love this boss fight. It's actually challenging, and it's one of the only bosses I'll probably die to in this playthrough. I'm not sure, I haven't recorded the rest of this. But what I do know is that this is an amazing boss, amazing level. Again, the soundtrack, T-Lopes, master of his craft. But overall, I love the aesthetic of this level, and Heavy Shinobi, great reference, love it. The Asteron usage is pretty fun for the most part. And the whole freezing mechanic works well in my opinion. Well, as we go into Stardust Speedway, I'll get more into this level design topic as we go on. Great level, loved Press Garden even though I didn't get enough of a chance to talk about it due to my rant on Sonic City and level design. I'll get more into that next part, and I will see you guys in the next part. See y'all later.